thank you to our sponsor, MBA Growth Partners.
Welcome to Studio 501c3. I'm your host, Kim Jones, and I want to thank Montgomery Community Media for letting me join them in bringing you valuable information and resources. Studio 501c3 features nonprofit organizations that are charities that the IRS has designated as a 501c3 because they provide a public benefit. In most cases, your donations to these organizations are tax deductible. Today, my guest is Sarah Burnett, Vice President of Program Operations for Junior Achievement of Greater Washington. Junior Achievement works to inspire and prepare young people for success. Thank you, Sarah, for joining me today.
Thanks so much for having me, Kim. I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk with you. So back before the dinosaurs, I was in Junior Achievement in high school. It's now a different JA. But it still works to provide entrepreneurship and financial literacy and other programs. Tell us a little bit about, the mission and what you offer and how this makes impact with the students that you're working with.
Absolutely. While it is a little bit of a different JA than your school experience, it's also still the same JA. So Junior Achievement is an international organization. We've got more than 200 local offices across the US and abroad. And across all those offices, we serve over 10 million young people each year. Locally, JA is changing the game for our region's youth with relevant and experiential education. And we really pride ourselves on that education being for the real world. We're incorporating financial literacy skills, entrepreneurship, and career readiness throughout our work. That JA company program that you probably did when you were in high school is still here in the region. We are still operating that program where young students are starting their own businesses with real products and services and real money with real investors from our local community. That is still happening. But here in Montgomery County, we're super, super proud of our partnership with Montgomery County Public Schools on JA Finance Park. And that is our financial literacy program. Here in the county, we're working with every single 7th grader enrolled in Montgomery County.
Oh my goodness.
That
is a game changer. Yeah, and you said the key is the experiential learning. That's the key word, this is experiential. It's not that kind of old style lecture. Yeah, you're actually doing to learn. You're applying what you learn.
Yeah, and JA Finance Park is really special because it is a partnership between the school system and Junior Achievement. For the students visit us at our JA Finance Park facility over on the Wheaton Edison campus, they actually receive 14 hours of curriculum instruction in the classroom. That's curriculum that is developed by Junior Achievement and delivered by the classroom teacher in the ways that they know best to teach their students. And they prepare students by teaching them about income and how income connects to their career paths and their educational choices. They are learning about saving, paying themselves first. They're learning about risk management, like making sure that their funds are properly insured, making sure that they are properly insured to protect their assets. They're learning about credit and debt and what those mean, and then credit versus debit when paying for products and services. And they're also practicing budgeting skills. And they do all of that in the classroom before they visit JA Finance Park, where we have a budgeting simulation experience for them.
Well, students have been asking for that for a long time, especially high school students. They want some kind of financial literacy before they graduate, move on to either higher education or career or anything else that they're going to do. They just sometimes have felt unprepared. This kind of changes things because they get it early and then they can reinforce it later through more of your programs or even other programs in school.
Yeah, absolutely. We think that it's really important for students to have that baseline, particularly at that middle school level. One of the things that's my favorite is that when students leave JA Finance Park, the number one thing that they say, and we're talking 7th graders here, there's a lot happening in their minds. There's a lot happening in their lives. There's a lot of change happening. And they walk out and they say, oh my gosh, Kids are really expensive.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if that's something that they walk away deeply understanding, wow, what a great
yeah,
time for them to have that revelation,
yeah,
both in their role in their families at home and as they're thinking about the choices they're making for themselves
right,
as they reach those teenage years.
right. Well, let me ask you real quick, Sarah, because we're going to go into a commercial break in just a couple of minutes. So, you have a lot of staff, you have mentors, you have role models, you have volunteers. How are you recruiting people that are the right people that make this work and kind of make this engine churn the way it's supposed to?
That's a great question. So here in the Greater Washington region, it requires approximately 7,000 volunteers a year to do what we do. And so for us, making connections within our community to bring adult role models in contact with students is absolutely critical. At JA Finance Park, we need at least 20 volunteers a day over in Silver Spring to help us support that program, that budgeting simulation experience for the students. Those volunteers make a commitment of about 5 hours.
Mhm,
We train them on site before the students arrive. So it can be as little as a 1 day commitment.
mhm,
And we work with all sorts of folks to bring those adults into the community. That might be parents from the school community, that might be corporate volunteers coming in groups, that might be congregations
mhm.
or associations, professional associations, social groups, all sorts of adults. We say if you are an adult that has paid a bill, you have valuable experience to bring to the table for our students and young people to learn from. And so we're looking for just any adults who want to invest in our future, our students' future, and helping prepare them to be financially literate adults.
And then I'm sure you have, obviously the staff and faculty in the school system, which is your biggest partner. Sarah, we're going to go into a break, but when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about some of the curriculum and the impact that the curriculum makes. So hold tight. And audience, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll hear more about the programs and services provided by Junior Achievement. We'll be right back.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text to emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's split a ride home.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
You are there for them. We are here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back to Studio 501c3. I'm talking with Sarah Burnett, Vice President of Program Operations for Junior Achievement of Greater Washington. Sarah, before the break, we were talking a little bit about, all of those partnerships and all of the people that you are using every day to work with the youth in your programs. What impact is the curriculum making? What is it that you are finding that is most important for you to share, with the public?
Sure. So for JA Finance Park specifically, it's really about helping students to align the realities of life and their personal choices with financial stability. We're really connecting those education and career decisions with income expectations and helping students to make the decisions that are going to help them achieve their own individual and personal goals. Students that participate in JA Finance Park are going to be more prepared for their future financial decisions, as well as their future education decisions. One of the key components of incorporating JA Finance Park at that 7th grade level is that when students reach the 8th grade, they're going to have the opportunity to make some decisions about their high school careers. And MCPS has so many wonderful opportunities for students to begin to specialize at the high school level and begin those career paths by exploring the opportunities that are available to them through their JA Finance Park experience. They're going to be better prepared to make those educational decisions come 8th grade and beyond. So we're super excited that there's an opportunity for students to have a little try on of a life scenario that may not be a good fit for them through their Finance Park experience.
Yeah, well, what you've done is to take curriculum, or to take the learning experience and to make it engaging. It's really engaging. So that's what you're describing. Programs, I believe, can begin in middle school, and then they continue through high school. Kind of describe the continuum there.
Sure. Here in the Greater Washington region, we offer several different opportunities for students to engage across their school careers. The financial literacy at the middle school level is in partnership with the school system, so every student has that opportunity. JA also has opt-in opportunities for students and families to participate, including in our entrepreneurship pathway. That does also start at the middle school level with our partnership with MCPS and the Connect Business Challenge, where middle schoolers can design a business plan and compete around that plan. And then moving into high school, students have the opportunity to participate in the JA Company program. And in that program at the high school level, that's where we're talking about real businesses starting, led by our high school students in the region.
That is great. All right. So a little bit about how people can get involved, and we are going to be showing your website on screen.
Fantastic. We would love to have folks check us out at myja.org/volunteer to learn a little bit more about the volunteer opportunities with junior achievement. Right now, volunteer opportunities are open for the remainder of the school year to support our middle school students in Montgomery County, as well as in the other counties we serve across the state and region. We would love to have folks come out and volunteer with us. We also want to highlight the Washington Business Hall of Fame, where each year we recognize the best in business to benefit the next in business. Folks can look for that event each year on the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. We'd love to have folks check that out as well.
Yeah. And what's next? What's next for JA? What do you want to see?
We would love to see JA students have that second touch of financial literacy at the high school level. I know recently a student member of the board did ask that the board consider a high school financial literacy requirement. JA would love to help support meeting that requirement at the high school level for students with our JA Finance Park Advanced program, which is currently available ad hoc to schools. That program takes the JA Finance Park experience and looks at it more longitudinally, where students get an opportunity to see how their decisions will impact them over time, from being a teenager now to being a young adult entering into the workforce, a working adult, as well as an adult nearing retirement.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that. Sarah, thanks so much for sharing more about the Junior Achievement programs. Thanks for being with us today. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to see more of the Montgomery County community out and supporting junior achievement.
We are too. And for more information on Junior Achievement of Greater Washington, visit their website at myja.org. I'm Kim Jones. Thanks for joining us, and come back for another edition of Studio 501c3 on Montgomery Community Media.